Hey guys, welcome back. My name's Katie and this is Dark Side of the Truth. In this video, we are finally gonna break down that part 2 of this fake food and just nasty trifling stuff being sold at grocery stores that, like, in all reality has no business being there. Now, I know I've been promising this video for a while and it was shortly delayed due to the Trump, updates that I wanted to put in there. But I figured today I have some free time and might as well sit my butt down and get this recorded and get this video out to you guys and not delay it any longer because this shit is golden and I promise you're gonna want to see it. We've got a bunch of really good stuff for you on this list. We're gonna start it off with some more unbelievable food, just stuff that has been recorded that is just insane. Honestly, there's no better word for it. I have food that has been cooked that is moving, ingredients in food that you would just never guess and never imagine that they would even think to put in something that we're gonna consume. It's in all reality just disgusting. We have foods that won't age properly and don't seem to, get moldy or go bad. And then we're gonna break down all the lies that the government has told us regarding our food and what we should be eating and what we shouldn't be eating. And then at the end of this video, if you guys stick around all the way until then, we are going to go over some natural remedies for things that you can do at home to help get rid of the toxins in your body and clear your liver and, decrease aging all naturally. We're going to talk about, health benefits and all that good stuff. Just a bunch of really important knowledge that you guys are gonna want to know and really everybody should know. So make sure you stick around until the end of today's video. It is going to be a little bit of a longer one just because I just couldn't, all the videos that I was finding and my husband was sending me, they were so good. I had a hard time eliminating them and putting them off until the next video. So I just had to put them all in here at once. I couldn't help myself. It's going to be worth it. I promise. But before we go any further, do me a favor and smash that like button if you haven't already, because it seriously really helps out with YouTube's algorithm. It lets them know hey, people like this video, so maybe I should push it to other people. And we need people to see this video, for real. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, come on over and join our truth-seeking community, but make sure you hit that little bell icon so you get notified whenever I upload new videos. But anyways, without any more further ado or jibber jabber from me, let's get straight on into these videos because they're great. Just wait. Roll the intro.
They live, we sleep, the alarm's going off, beep beep. Time to wake up to the deceit. Our whole reality's made up by the elite.
Hey y'all, we're trying to make chicken. We bought this at Costco in Nashville yesterday. What the heck? Have you ever? Are we getting fake meat already? Because everything about my packaging said it was organic, USDA approved, but check it out.
Why my sausage is screaming? What are you doing? But I don't know if I'm tripping out or is this a fucking rat. Is this a rat or is it a dick? I don't know. You tell me.
This is what y'all eat at Taco Bell.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 no.
Oh no, that sums up the year perfectly.
Yeah, we're starting it off big, real big. I don't think we could have gone any bigger for the first one. Let's just start from the beginning. What the actual is that KFC cooked, deep fried, non-alive chicken doing moving? And I don't want to hear no muscle spasms, okay? No. I'd be more likely to believe that was a fake video before I believe that was a muscle spasm. What? No. And then what was after the chicken? That big chunk of meat? I don't know. I never seen a big chunk of meat like that. I don't normally cook. I'm not a big meat eater, but the movement in it though, no sir, that's not for me. You can keep that. I'm gooch. No, that was literally the most disgusting thing I've ever seen. Like, honestly, some of these food videos I have a hard time watching because it's like, it literally churns my stomach. Ugh. And the fake chicken, She said some. Are we getting fake meat already? Yes, honey, yes. We've been getting fake meat since like 2008 or something. It's insane. And then she says some, oh, it was said all natural, organic, USDA approved. You can't trust the USDA. You cannot. They are not your friend. They do not care about your health, I promise. Well, we're gonna break that down in just a little bit. Just stick with me. We're gonna get around to the USDA. And like the Oreo cream part of the Oreo cookie coming alive and eating the other part of the cookie. What is this? This has to be an AI made video. There's no shot that's real. And I know sausages like make a weird noise when you are cooking them sometimes. Like I've put sausages on like a skillet before with the lid and like a little bit of butter, and you can definitely hear like a screaming noise that like the skin will make. But I've never heard it that intense, but I've also never microwaved my sausages, so I don't know. But that's just really weird. Like literally they were screaming like, ah, don't cook me. And that fried piece of whatever that heck came from, looked like Chick-fil-A was the box underneath that piece of meat. That's a rat, Holmes. It literally looked like a rat. Like, nope, no. Even if it was just a weirdly breaded piece of chicken, no, I'm not eating that. It's too close for comfort. Oh, and the Taco Bell meat thing, how they make their Taco Bell, or the meat at Taco Bell. Yeah, I don't know how many of you knew that, but I always knew that. My mom worked at Taco Bell when she was like young, like when she was a teenager, and she told me that even back in her day, that's how they did it. Like they would order dry packaged meat and that you poured hot water into it and stirred it around and it turned into meat. Like it's not real, it never was real. And that's not like just Taco Bell. Like there's so many tricks and stuff that all these fast food restaurants have to like increase their profit and like not spend as much money on the product. 100%. They're trying to like cut corners and make as much money as they possibly can. Like 1,000%. Now let's get into some shredded cheese and like the shredded cheese that they sell at the grocery store and how they get it to stay so perfectly like shredded without it sticking back together. You and I and anybody else who's ever bought like a block of cheese and shredded it at your house, you know that even once you shred it onto like the plate or your food or whatever, it's gonna stick back together, right? Like you have to like then like break it up with your hands even too, because it just naturally like will clump back together. Well, how come they can shred cheese at like a factory or where they're making this shredded cheese and then stuff it in this plastic bag and yet it doesn't stick together when you then open it at your home to cook with it? Let's check it out.
Okay, somebody's in the store putting the regular people on gang. And, hey, I ain't gonna lie, he about to fuck up their business. They need to go get his ass. But y'all go ahead and check this video. Let me know what y'all think.
Generally, like in my house, I don't have a whole lot of shredded cheese, right? I just have blocks of cheese. I have a cheese grater. I grate the cheese that I need, and I go. It's wood. So they'll literally take like tiny shaved up wood particles. Like it'll say on the back like cellulose will be the word, but they use like wood fiber and mix it in it so that it doesn't stick together. Because if you've ever taken like a block of cheese at home and grated it and then stick it in a bag, what does it do? It sticks together. Like how does that not stick together? They actually add like wood fibers into it's like sawdust basically inside that bag. So
it's like absolutely disgusting, right? And it makes 1,000% sense. Like yes, sawdust would stop it from sticking together. Absolutely. I don't even have to add sawdust to cheese and mix it around to see what it would do. Like my mind, I can picture it in my mind. Yes, absolutely, that would do that. It's insane. Like I will never, ever buy shredded cheese again. No, I'm good. It's just so disgusting. Like what else are they putting in this, in all of our food? And they're using these big like words that none of us understand because we have public school educations. They're just like telling us what they're putting in it, but we don't know what it means because they don't know that we don't know what it means. And that's why they use these big words. Like they know what they're doing. It's all calculated. Man, oh man, let me know what you guys think. Now, let's talk about Aldi and their solution to inflation prices. Let's just get into it. And let me give you a heads up. Bill Gates is loving this idea.
Aldi, the supermarket chain, is considering selling edible insects to help families afford protein. This stuff drives me nuts, Esther.
It's absolutely disgusting. I'm sure Bill Gates is over the moon because that's been the plan all along, to get us to stop eating normal food and to eat bugs while the elite at the top eat their Wagyu beef and lobster and watch all the peasants at the bottom eat insects and rats because it will save the planet apparently.
Exactly. Well, it won't be on my menu. I hope it's not on yours, Esther. Good reason to avoid Aldi and go and find a decent steak.
Tell me that's not the most disgusting thing you've ever heard. Like, you know Bill Gates is loving this shit because this was his plan all along. Get the lower class people people, and I would say middle class people, but we all know middle class is gone, been gone. The lower class people to eat bugs while, you know, the elites eat all the fucking, you know, nice food at the top. That's what they want. That's what they've been going for. Because somehow that's going to save the world. And like, this is your solution to inflation prices. Not like, I don't know, maybe lower the motherfucking prices because we like print money. I can't. Like, I literally can't.
This is real meat, no compromise, made in front of you.
So you grew this chicken in these tanks behind us,
Yes.
without ever slaughtering a chicken?
You could ask me that a thousand times, and the answer is yes, yes, yes. We grew it right here. They're getting the oxygen to the tank.
His company, Upside Foods, just received clearance from the USDA to start selling their meat, made at this production center in Emeryville, California.
We'll be able to produce 50 to 75,000 pounds of meat every year right away.
Did you hear that? USDA approved for them to start selling this motherfucking lab-grown meat. 50 to 75,000 pounds will be sold immediately, as soon as they open the doors. Like, can you say disgusting?
That's disgusting.
So the University of Nebraska took 1/4 pound patty that was headed to McDonald's from a big processing plant and ran some tests on it. They were testing for how many different strains of DNA they could find in that 1/4 pound. Can you guess how many they found? Over 1,300 different strains of DNA were found in that 1/4 pound patty. Now this is very concerning. Over at the shop, we process one animal, take all the whole muscle trim from that one animal, and make our ground beef. So you got over 1,300 different animals in 1/4 pound, or one animal in all those chubs of ground beef that we sell. Something you guys might want to consider next time you guys are buying beef. And remember guys, buy American and buy local.
Which one would you rather eat? Because I already know which one I'd rather eat. Buy American, buy local. And you might actually know what you're buying.
As a Canadian that moved to the US, let me show you something. So this is American ketchup, right? And if you look at the ingredients, high fructose corn syrup, okay? And then this is the exact same brand, same ketchup that I bought in Canada while I was visiting this weekend. There's a maple leaf, okay? Look at this. None of that. Tomato paste, sugar, vinegar, salt, spices. Made with 5 simple ingredients. This is why America makes you sick. Ever since moving here, honestly, I've noticed a big difference in the quality of food, just in the quality of everything. Like, it's shocking.
The difference in the ingredients in American products and then like products in Canada or the UK or anywhere like that, the difference in the ingredients is literally astronomical. Like, it is mind-boggling. And the craziest part is it's the same name brand. Like, it's Heinz ketchup, like in both countries. It'll be like Quaker oatmeal or Quaker oatmeal, but one in the US, one in the UK, both the same. Just the one in the US has 75 plus banned chemicals that are harmful for your body and that are literally physically banned in other countries. Let me just put it to you like this. If I were to buy a box of like cereal or, I don't know, regular fucking food that's sold on the shelves of any grocery store over here in the United States, right? If I were to put some of our United States food in my suitcase and travel to another country with it, if customs or like a police officer or anybody were to see me with that, I could be thrown in jail for having those chemicals on me. It is banned. It is illegal. You're not allowed to have them. Think about that. The United States sells it to us on our grocery shelves, and in other countries it is illegal and you'll be thrown in jail for even caught with it. But yeah, America's the greatest country in the world.
I've never recovered from finding out that the food pyramid was a scam.
Yeah.
The degree to which that's a scam, is there a worse medical crime in history than that?
No, I mean, telling Americans to load up on 7 to 11 servings of grains every single day.
To find out that was a marketing ploy by the Department of Agriculture and that they went against the advice even of their own consultants who warned them that they would produce an epidemic of obesity and diabetes, which is, well, and not to say nothing of depression and dementia, which is exactly what we have now.
Exactly.
It's like what you even do when you find out that that's true.
And the unwarranted demonization of natural fat-containing foods, nutrient-dense foods like animal-sourced foods, which continue to be demonized.
Even by the American Diabetic, is it Association Society? I don't remember
the
which
ADA,
one is still pushing the notion that diabetics can eat carbohydrates. Like, actually, I don't think so. I don't think that's a very good idea since they're converted to sugar.
Literally everything we've been taught is a lie. The food pyramid was literally inverted. Like, they flipped that motherfucker upside down and like lied to us. Why do you think America has the highest obesity population in the world? Why do you think we also have the highest rate of depression, anxiety, Alzheimer's, dementia, ADHD, ADD, all of this autism, all of this stuff that is just like raising at exponential rates only here in the US? There's a reason for that, guys. There's a reason, and they know the reason, and they know the cure, but they don't care. They don't care.
I was given these scones on April 1st, and if you're wondering why they're so dusty, it's because I was given them April 1st, 2023. I don't eat food like this, so I put them on my counter, and 4 weeks later, they were unchanged. My husband and I weren't sure if we should donate them, so we put them into our garage with other donations to take to the food bank. But then we figured if they weren't changing, this wasn't something that we were comfortable giving to other people. They stayed in our garage for 6 months, our Texas garage, all throughout the summer, 90-degree weather, 100-degree weather. They're sitting in our garage, and nothing changed. The box just collected more and more dust. Then it became a question of how long can they last like this? And here we are, June 26th, 2024, and the scones have not changed at all. And they are blueberry scones, so there's the suggestion that there were blueberries in them. Blueberries are supposed to degrade, right, within a couple of weeks, especially being in 100-degree weather. Thankfully, we have found a home for them. There is a local woman who has different fast food things on display with the date that she purchased them, so people can see that the food's not degrading. This isn't food, this shouldn't be sold as food, and it's one of the reasons why so many people feel unwell. The food that we have access to isn't good for us. It also makes you wonder, what does naturally flavored mean?
Pretty crazy, right? And that's not the only video I've seen like that. There's so many videos online of like McDonald's burgers specifically that never mold. Like, they never will. Like, the people have had them for years and they still look the same, and not even the bun will mold. Like, what? Prepare yourselves for this next one, because we're about to take a hard left turn. A hard one.
Just made meat from your number 2. Japanese scientists have developed a method to create edible steaks from human feces. Unbelievable? Well, it's happening. Mitsuyuki Aikida, a researcher at the Okayama laboratory, collaborated with Tokyo Sewage to address sewage mud excess. They discovered the content in the mud contains high protein due to bacteria, so the team isolated and combined these proteins with a reaction enhancer. Result? Synthetic steak. The meat comprises of 63% protein, 25% carbs, 3% lipids, and 9% minerals. And it's visually enhanced with food coloring for a red hue and improved flavor using soy protein.
I mean, I warned you, didn't I? Like, what in the actual... I swear to God, I couldn't make this shit up if I tried. Like, I really, honestly, I couldn't. My mind is just not that creative. Steak from shit? Shit steak? Are we serious? Oh, hi, sir. How you doing this evening? Would you like a filet mignon, a New York strip, or some shit steak? I just went in the bathroom and made it special. It's nice and hot. I'm gonna fucking vomit. Pardon my French, but ugh. And I wish I could say that we were close to done, but we're not. I'm sorry.
Flesh food that I would eliminate from the American diet would be poultry, would be turkey and chicken. A brilliant advertising campaign has convinced people that, oh, it's white meat, it's healthier.
The number one reason for antibiotic resistance, the number one reason little girls have menstruation at 7 and 8 years old, the number one reason women have menopause now 10 years sooner than their moms, is because people are consuming more and more hormones that come from animals. And the animal of choice today for you yuppie, hippie, natural eaters happen to be chicken.
The truth is, even though chicken flesh and turkey flesh has its reputation with light, healthy meats, the truth is, it's the most unhealthy of all the flesh foods.
You guys don't understand how hard that was for me to hear that, because I have like a really weak stomach and I cannot handle eating like red meat. So my go-to if I'm gonna eat meat is gonna be chicken, or I do like ground turkey instead of ground hamburger meat, because like I just really can't handle the red meat. So this shit shattered my world when I came across it, because I've been diagnosed with IBS, which is why I can't eat that stuff. But I also found out, and maybe you guys did too from my last fake food video, that IBS and all these other things, common, gut problems, are caused because parasites live in the human body from all of this fake food and fake nonsense that they feed us and give us, and they don't treat them. There's no medical doctor out there in the world who will, well, maybe, I'm sorry, I take that back. There's no medical doctor in the United States that will treat this, that will get rid of parasites. You have to do it like a natural cleanse, or like, you know what I'm saying? So it's like this vicious cycle that you just get in. It's like I can't eat red meat because I have IBS and I get sick, but then I have IBS and I get sick because I'm eating this turkey meat and because I'm not eating red meat. You see what I'm saying? It's like the circle circle that I'm never gonna get out of. So I just need to like cleanse my body, get rid of all these parasites and toxins and crap that's in it, and so do the rest of you, because I promise we all have it in us. And then we need to start eating right and like just like cut this crap out, because it's getting out of hand. It really, really is.
Explain that to me. Store-bought and from a farm. Just got these from a common grocery store. They're white. These came super small. There were some bigger pieces. The size and the color.
God, man, didn't that like bright red strawberry look so good when she took a bite of it? Yeah. I miss my strawberries being red all the way through. Remember when they used to be red all the way through? Because they haven't been red all the way through in years, dude. Like every strawberry I see or get is white like this. It's like red on the outside and white on the inside, because it's GMO. It's fake. It's not real. But like, man, I just need to get my ass up north and get a farm and grow some shit, because like I miss real fruit. Like I just miss it. Oh my God, I watched her take a bite of that strawberry and it'd be like red like that on the inside, and like, oh, my mouth started watering. I could taste it. Like, oh, I want it. I'm so over this GMO BS. I so am. And all of us like stop buying it, they would have no choice but to stop selling it, because like we would put them out of business. We have that power. We just need to like stand together. This is like a call to action. Stop buying BS food, so maybe they'll start making good food. Please. It takes all of us.
Baby carrots are bleached.
There is no such thing as baby carrots unless you pull a carrot out of the ground when it's a baby.
We're being fooled. They're just big carrots that are broken into small little chunks.
Pieces and sprayed with a chlorine solution.
What other products are sprayed with bleach?
All kinds of produce is sprayed with bleach and or other chemicals that may or may not be safer. Even organic produce, even the solutions at the grocery store when the little sprayers come on, it's not water.
Then how do we get safe produce?
Grow it. Farmers markets, CSAs, community shares. And if you want baby carrots, just pick them early.
Pick them early.
The lies just never stop, do they? Like they just keep going and going and going. And right when you think you found out all the lies, guess what? You get smacked with some more. It's crazy, dude. It is literally insane. My next video is from a gentleman who works at a grocery store, and he is going to drop some tea on you all about the fruit and other prepackaged stuff that is being sold at the grocery store and what you might want to avoid in your next grocery shopping trip. Let's check it out.
This is what happens when you get food from a grocery store, right? You got strawberries. See that? So what we do here at the store is we take the moldy strawberries out, throw them away, and then the rest, we put it, sometimes we put it on the floor, or we put it in this, and this becomes this. Cut up, sold for way more money. Same with the blueberries. We go through it, take it out, throw it away, put it back on the floor for y'all to eat. We got something like this. We got white turnips packaged, right? You see? January 6th, all right? They're bad because today's January 7th. So what we do now, we tear this open, we'll tear this open, put it onto a new one, and it will print out a new today's date. Like this was new, but this has been sitting on the shelf for weeks.
Pretty disgusting, ain't it? I really, really hope that this like sinks in and it affects your next grocery shopping trip, because I don't want you guys to consume this garbage anymore. I don't want to consume this garbage anymore. I don't want my kids to consume this garbage anymore. I don't want your kids to consume this garbage anymore. Like nobody should. But yet they're voluntarily and willingly selling it to us. And it's not his fault. It's not the worker's fault. Because like if they don't prepackage that stuff or like repackage it like they're being told to do from management, then guess what? They will fire that person, and that person now can't provide for their family. And then that store will just go out and find somebody else who will repackage it. Like it will be done either way. If that's what they want done, that's what will happen. It's just so disgusting. It really, really is. There's no other word for it.
They got you eating the butt of a pig. They have you drinking from the tit of a cow. And when that becomes molded cheese, you eat it. And they also have you sucking on the bones of a chicken breast. And then they call it soul food, meaning that it's snatching the soul out of your body. That's why you get so tired when you're trying to digest it. And then you label it or name it the itis. When you hear itis at the end of a word, it means it's inflammation. So when you say you have the itis, that means that soul food diet is giving you inflammation. Like bronchitis, that means you have inflammation to the bronchial tubes. The only diet we need is a vegetation. Vegetation runs the nations. It makes you enhance. It makes you feel better. It balances your hormones. This is the medicine given to us from God. It's fuel. We have to stop eating for taste. We have to stop eating for entertainment, and we have to start eating to uplift ourselves. Remember, Your food is your medicine, and your medicine in your food. Oh, praises be to the Most High. Peace.
Wake up! Hello, are you still sleeping? Oh, wake up.
Is this hybrid? You don't even know nothing about this. This is what they call purified water, better known as recycled toilet water. And you telling me this is not hybrid? Come on, Rod, right here. Served up me and Rod some bottled water. And you're gonna tell me, drink 8 glasses of this a day? Come on, Doc, you need to sit down. Let me teach you something. You telling me to drink 8 glasses of water a day. This is blank. I can only put 8 glasses of water in my body for the day. You telling me to use that entire capacity to put in 8 glasses of blank, nothing, empty water only to hydrate. Why should I not put in 8 glasses of watermelon water, period? This is spring water flavored watermelon. This is water. That's why they name it watermelon. Melon flavored water. 99% water. So when you're eating this, you're actually drinking water. Bottled water. Perfectly bottled. At the farm. At the source. And all you gotta do is open it and eat your water. What better water but somebody is gonna sell me this. And the amount of money they charge me for this today, damn.
Be aware of what you put in your body. If there is nothing else that you take away from this video, let it be that. Be aware of what you are consuming, please.
And so they took the seed out of watermelons, they took it out of grapes, they took it out of bananas, oranges, and now they are doing it to limes. You go to a grocery store and look at grapes, chances are it's going to be seedless. So we got to be careful because seedless fruits do not have life inside of them. And so what do you think is going to happen in the next 10 years? There's going to be no such thing as fruits with seeds. Watch. And now they tried to do the same thing to batana oil because batana oil reversed hair loss. Women who were actually losing their hair took it and started seeing their hair come back, and it was losing them billions. So now if you go online and look it up, all you're going to see is fake batana oil. So one of the only companies that sell batana oil is from Dr. Truth. Don't get it anywhere else because it's probably fake.
The easiest way to tell if something is a GMO or not is if it has the seeds or not. Like if it has seeds or a seed in it, that means that it's natural and it can be regrown again. You can then take that seed and go plant it outside and regrow your own crops. If it does not have a seed, it is not natural. It is GMO. It was not grown naturally from this earth. And think about what he said. If we all consume seedless fruits with no problem, no questions asked, no issue, then guess what? 10, 15 years from now, there will no longer be any fruit seeds. Did you hear what I said? The fruit seeds will cease to exist. That means we will solely rely on these GMO and lab grown and artificially grown BS, not real fruits, because we will not have them naturally anymore. Let that sink in.
Why, when I was working for Coke, did the American Diabetes Association accept money from Coke? These medical groups are actually accepting money from processed food companies. Every hospital in America you walk into has a soda machine. There's actually sponsorships and connections between hospitals and medical groups and foods. The American Diabetes Association, when diabetes has gone up 8 times in a generation, isn't saying we should stop drinking liquid sugar diabetes water. They're actually taking money from Coke and recommending small cans of Coke as a good move for diabetics. This is the problem, that we are getting sick for simple reasons. And we have a medical system that is not only silent, it's actually encouraging us not to really realize the centrality of our poison food system to why we're getting sick. Wow. Because every single institution that touches our health, they make money when we're sicker for longer periods of time, and they lose money when we're healthy.
Of course, our medical system isn't actually going to cure you and make you better. Think about it. Like Tom McDonald said it best. A customer cured is a customer lost, giving you stuff and making you sicker so you keep coming back to them and they can make money from your insurance or out of pocket if you don't have insurance. Duh. It's just like when they first started making all these cars, they built them to last forever. And then they realized once everybody got a car, their car sales dropped. Like they weren't selling cars anymore. So then they realized, oh, well, we need to make them not last so long so we can sell a new car every so often. And that's why these cars are shitty nowadays. Like it's the same thing, guys. It's the same thing. Now, remember earlier in this video when I said that you couldn't trust the USDA and that they weren't your friend and that they didn't care about your health? Well, my next video is going to show you exactly why I would have said that. If like all of these videos I haven't shown already doesn't show you exactly why I would say that, this one for sure will. Let's check it out.
1977, the USDA said that cholesterol and saturated fat cause heart disease. Stop eating them. So we really got rid of the fat. We got rid of red meat and eggs because those were the worst, right? Because they had the most saturated fat and cholesterol. We significantly reduced those by over a third since the 1970s. Increased high fructose corn syrup by over 3 times. Increased seed oils by over 3 times. Increased fruits and vegetables by 30-40% respectively. Increased grains and all that sort of stuff as well. And what happened? The obesity rate tripled, heart disease tripled, stroke rate tripled, cancer rates tripled. Type 2 diabetes, autoimmune disorders, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, developmental delays such as autism all increased exponentially. They almost didn't exist before the 1980s, and now they're the only things we treat.
Yep. Not everything is a coincidence. Majority of stuff have a really reasonable explanation. It's really truly insane. But yet the USDA makes the requirements and makes food products basically they make sure that they meet the standards for what we should all be consuming. The USDA sets those guidelines. Yet they're doing shit like this. So can we really trust them? So does that mean that it says USDA approved on your piece of meat or your piece of chicken or whatever the hell you bought from the grocery store, that means it's really safe and you 100% should open that and put it in your body and give it to your children? I don't know. It's a no for me, dog. I wouldn't do it, but free choice and all.
All right, today we're going to look at apple seeds and apricot seeds and how they can cure you of cancer. Now, it's interesting because apricot seeds and apple seeds, they have cyanide in them, but also B17, a vitamin. So what happens is the cancer cell says, hey, we would like to be taking part of that B17, and then they take that in, and then when that cancer cell takes the B17 in, it takes the cyanide in also, and the cyanide kills the cancer cell. Pretty cool. G. Edward Griffith wrote a book called World Without Cancer, and he proves this. So if you want to be cured from cancer permanently, don't go do chemo and radiation, apricot seeds. Now it's cool because on a golf course where I work, we have these tournaments. We raise thousands and thousands of dollars for cancer awareness. I've told the guys on the maintenance crew for a long time, what we should do is this. Take that $200,000 and put apricot trees everywhere. Plant the apricot trees, and then you can get those kernels. They will heal you of cancer. I've known of people who've been cured from cancer just by eating apricot seeds. Now, back in the 1980s, they used to sell those seeds in health food stores next to the book written by G. Edward Griffith, World Without Cancer, and the government restricted that. The government in the United States has restricted the sale of apricot seeds because they can cure cancer. They don't like that. The oncologists, the pharmaceutical companies, they don't want that. They want you to take chemo radiation. So what you need to do is go get you some apricot seeds and be cured of your cancer. You got to order them. You can order them online. You can find them out of Canada. I think Our Father's Farm is the name of the group. And then the bitter ones, the ones that are most bitter, are the ones that bring the most healing to your body. Or here we are in the middle of summer. Once plums and apricots get in season, go buy a bunch of them. Get that pit in the middle. Open that pit up with either a hammer or just some pliers, and then eat that kernel that's inside that pit, and it can cure you of your cancer. Don't eat the pit, but the kernel. Thanks.
Huh, imagine that. It's almost like, God, who created this earth, gave us everything that we need to survive and live a happy life when he created this planet. Everything we need is on this planet. And it almost seems like we don't need big pharma or the government for anything. Wow, crazy. And on top of that, I would go as far to say that we never needed them. And the only thing that they ever did was prevent our growth and stop us, the human race, from reaching our full potential. That is all the government ever did. Because without them, imagine how life would be. We would all know how to survive off this planet, just like all of our great ancestors used to do. We would know what plants you can and cannot eat, how to mix what poison with what flour to make medicine, what natural seeds like this cure cancer or cure diseases and make you, not sick anymore. None of our pineal glands would be calcified. We'd be able to reach our full, maximum spiritual potential because we're spiritual beings having human experience. We're not human beings. This is just, oh my God. It's so much deeper than just food. It really, really is. Food is your energy source. That's how you live. And what gives your whole body the energy and the nutrients that it needs to survive. And we're giving it garbage, literal garbage. Or in, some cases, literal bug steaks or shit steaks, as we saw in this video. Real cute. Okay, now I know that this video took a really hard left turn and that we got into some nitty gritty, dark stuff today, okay? And I apologize for that. But I apologize for that to an extent because I'm not the one who did it and this needs to be brought to your guys' attention. We need to know. Nothing's gonna change until we all know this stuff. And I'm just as bad as all of you. You know how easy it is to go to the grocery store and buy, I don't have a farm in my backyard. I'm not growing my own stuff. You know what I mean? I live in the city. That's my goal, is I want to get up north and do this stuff eventually. But I know how easy it is to rely on the government. Trust me, I'm right there with you. I'm not preaching to the choir and saying I'm better than any of you. That's not the case by far. I just want you guys to please be aware of this stuff. But anyways, I know we we got dark and deep there for a minute, but we're gonna take a little bit of a right turn and a little bit of a happier note for these last few videos that I have for you. And now we're gonna get to the part of the health benefits and stuff that you can do to actually like help your body and help your immune system and to get rid of toxins and to clear your liver and to detox your body properly. So let's get into some of those. First off, let's start with fasting, and we're gonna hear from Dick Gregory on the health benefits of fasting and how good it really truly is for you. Let's check that out.
You fast to create a positive energy force where other forces can gather. The word fast means to abstain from. So if you drinking water, you're on a water diet. That's not a fast. You're drinking fruit juice, you're on a fruit juice diet. When you take nothing, when you talk about the story of Jesus and them, that's 40 days on just breathing. I never understood why Gandhi got so much play he as long as he fasted for 13 days. I didn't realize that 13 days was nothing. You know, just breathing. And then everything in the body changes. You know, the universe takes over. See, once you go on a fast, the body starts consuming itself. So if you took a comb and combed your hair, what are the hairs going to come out the comb? The weak ones or the strong ones? The weak ones. Okay, so if you had cancer, when you go on a fast, it starts eating up all. That's how you heal.
He definitely has a point there. I hope you guys heard him. I hope you were listening clearly. When you go on a fast, your body starts eating the weak parts of itself or the bad parts of itself that it needs to get rid of. Like, your body's smart. It's a powerhouse. It was meant for you to survive. Like, it was built for this. It knows what it's doing. Let's move on. Now, I don't want to mispronounce this guy's name, but I probably am going to because you guys know I'm so bad with names and I butcher them all the time. But now let's hear from former MMA fighter. He was a former MMA fighter. Now he is a current chef. His name, hopefully I don't butcher it, is Shaka Zulu. I hope I didn't mess that up. But anyways, let's hear from him on how he cured his own cancer just by changing his diet. Let's check it out.
Having cancer, this is what happened. I found out I had cancer. I was an MMA fighter too. Pro. I went pro, and I had got hurt. I had got a back. I was having a lot of back pain, and I ended up going paralyzed. I couldn't walk for like 3 months. So then they did a biopsy, cut a hole in my back, put a camera up there, scraped it. They told me like 2 weeks later, oh, you got multiple melanoma in your spine. You got like 3 years because you were like stage 2 already. And I was like, you know, that was yeah, they told me from there. They was like, most people who have multiple melanoma, if you look at it, I did all my research. I was like, I didn't know what to do. I started like researching like natural and organic, because they put me on chemo pills first. I started losing my hair in the front and shit, and I'm like, nigga, this ain't it. I'm getting worse. Like, I feel worse. I feel like 10 times worse taking the pills than I was. So I was like, it's got to be another way. Then that's when I started hearing about the Dr. Shabbies and all that shit. None of this 2017. I didn't even know nothing too much about being a vegan, none of that shit. So I was just like, you know, I was in the streets all the time. Nigga, we eat fast food every day on the go. When you're on tour, when you're doing all types of shit, and you just working constantly. I was a single parent too, mind you, at this time. I had 2 girls and it was just me. During all this time, from 2010 to 2017, I was a single parent with 2 girls, a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. So I was trying to figure all this shit out at the same time. And the only job I could really have was hustling, because it gave me the opportunity to stop when I wanted to be able to go do what I needed to do for them and to get back, you know what I'm saying? So the cancer shit, man, I ended up in Mexico, going to a treatment center in Mexico, and me and my wife went together. We went out there, we went on a fruitarian fast. Basically, I fasted for 1.5 years. I only ate fruits, and I only drank coconut water, and that was it. Limes, coconut water, mix that shit every day. We in the beach every day, and we sunbathing for like 18, 19 hours a day. I would just sit there naked, sometimes naked, just all day on the beach, and just sit there in the sun, because in Mexico, it's hot all year round.
Wait, so that's vegan?
Yeah.
Wait, so
1.5 years of doing that, of no eating no meats, no dairy products, no nothing, nothing, bro. It was just straight fruits and juices. That was it. Shit. Just fruit. I was eating only fruits, no vegetables, nothing, just straight fruits. Mangoes, coconut water, the coconut jelly every day was breakfast, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I might go get some beans and rice, after the 1st year, I started going to the beans and rice. Yeah. But before that, the whole year, straight fruits and vegetables. My wife was on, I ended up being like, I started off with like 180. I got down to like 130, 131. Damn. I was really skinny, like, I got pictures and everything, it's crazy. But I never really told my family or none of that. I just kind of I met my wife on the journey, and we just kind of stayed on the journey. Wow. But Yeah, the cancer, I beat the cancer just being in the sun and just eating and just changing up my diet and my mindset.
How did the fruit feel like all day? Like eat that?
Man, it was horrible at first, bro, because it was like I was so used to being around people. But that's why I had to leave the United States. And I had to go somewhere where I'm not around people, going around the same people, have the same mindset, eating the same. Because everybody like, you crazy, you need to eat meat. And I'm like, bro, you tripping. I didn't already ate meat for 20 years, bro. I'm not about to keep eating meat and telling me I'm gonna get the same result. No, I'm gonna try something different. I'm gonna wash myself clean, at least get a fresh start.
Were you prepared to die?
No, I wasn't. I felt like I had so much more to do.
You're prepared to die if you don't go get chemotherapy. Like, if this don't work, then I'm gonna die anyway. But you wanted to live
on my own time.
On your own time.
Yeah, I wanted to be able to be like, I face this myself without having to just go get some help with somebody that don't even know me. I feel like doctors don't know me, don't spend enough time with me to know all the things I'm going through. So how can they actually tell me in a 30-minute synopsis of how I'm functioning?
Stage 2 melanoma is what he was diagnosed with. And they only gave him 3 years to live. Imagine that. It's almost like everything we need to survive and live a long, fruitful life was given to us on this planet. The sun, the fruit, the vegetables, the plants, the soil, the fresh water, like all of it. Everything. Literally everything.
These are the 3 holistic health secrets that have made me look younger at 93 than I did at 50. First, I usually put ginger and lemon juice in a cup of hot water every morning on an empty stomach. Young people nowadays call it ginger shot. Both are amazing for your immune system and also to slow down the aging of your body. Secondly, homemade rosemary oil. If you have dyed or bleached your hair in previous years, this is the most effective way to regain the strength and softness you have lost. It is the fastest way to go from dead grey hair to a long black and real smooth hair. And finally, a moringa supplement. The moringa tree is the most important anti-aging tool for our body and is Hollywood's biggest secret. And coincidentally, moringa was originally named never die, meaning the one that never dies. Fascinating, right? As we age, we notice more and more wrinkles and our metabolism slows down. The antioxidants from moringa will detoxify our entire body naturally. It is also much cheaper than any Botox or cosmetic procedures.
Again, very, very useful information. I really hope you guys are paying attention. It's really hard for me to make these like fake food videos and just give you a bunch of nastiness, a bunch of garbage, and just show you all the trash that's in the world and then just leave you with that and just be like, oh, there you go, have fun with it. That's what you're eating. Just the more you know. I don't want to do that to you guys. I want to give you at least some type of helpful information so you can try to like correct what they've been doing to us all this time. You know what I mean? Because we've been eating this type of food for a while now. So like it's already done damage to all of our bodies. So like we need to correct the damage that we've done and then prevent any more damage from happening in the future. And same thing with our children. We're not going to know how to do any of that properly because they're not going to tell you how to do that. They don't care. I mean, if anything that video's taught you or this video has taught you, it's that. They don't care. So I wanted to give you guys some useful information on how you can, you know, try to like correct some of this yourself because it really is like just, it's mind blowing. I honestly can't even believe the stuff that they are doing and that they're saying as like USDA approved, thumbs up, it's all good over here, guys. It's sick.
7 green apples, 1 stalk of celery. This is going to remineralize your whole entire body. Okay. So the apples is going to stretch the cells and get all the toxins out of the cells. The celery sticks is going to give you all of the bile salts that you need. It's full of natural sodium that's very good for you. You're going to use a pinch of cilantro. What cilantro is going to do is remove all of those different metals from the cells. You're going to use a handful of parsley. The parsley leaf is going to open up the actual tubules and it's going to open up the nephrons of the kidneys so you can filtrate out properly. You're going to use only a half a teaspoon of cayenne pepper. That's going to cleanse out the vasal. It's going to make sure it opens and dilates the artery walls and the vascular walls to help blood flow and pump very good. And you're going to use a thumb of ginger. Everything you get organic. Never get nothing that's not organic. You got 2 cucumbers without the skin. That's going to help you hydrate more. And then a whole lemon with the skin. If you do everything I told you, you're going to be A-okay.
So now we've gone over some aging tips and how how to, you know, get rid of your body's toxins and all that jazz, all that good stuff you need to know. I have 2 more videos for you, and then I'll wrap this video up. I know I warned you in the beginning it was going to be a long one, but I thought they were all useful and amazing. I couldn't leave any of them out. So now we're going to jump into how to clear your liver in as little as 3 days. Let's check that out.
For this recipe, the liver will be like new. Only 3 days. All the dirt comes out. Let's break it down. First off, we've got carrots. Yep, those everyday veggies are actually pretty amazing. They're loaded with stuff called beta-carotene and flavonoids, which basically help our liver do its job better. Next up, green apples. Who knew, right? These guys are like little antioxidant powerhouses, helping to clear out the bad stuff in our liver and keep it running smoothly. And let's not forget about lemons. They're not just for lemonade. Lemons are full of vitamin C and other good stuff that helps our liver stay healthy and happy. Now, onto ginger. It's not just for gingerbread cookies. Ginger actually helps fight inflammation and keeps our liver in tip-top shape by getting rid of nasty stuff that can build up. Now here's the easy part, making the elixir. Just toss those ingredients into a blender with a bit of water and a touch of honey for sweetness. Then blend it up and you're good to go. Oh, and one more thing. It's best to drink this on an empty stomach to get the most out of it.
Absolutely, he's 100% right. We are surrounded by toxins and things that are horrible for us. It's not only in the food, water, and air, but it's also through your phone and your outlets in your house and your microwave and your oven and your TV and the 5G towers outside of your house and, I mean, fuck, even your thermostat. I mean, literally everything. It's in everything. So the amount of toxins that our body is exposed to, like on the regular, we should be detoxing it on the regular. But you need to make sure that you're doing it properly, okay? If you're gonna go into a detox or a body cleanse, please, please, please either do it with like a nutritionist, like a natural nutritionist, like by your side and to help you through the steps of it, or do your own research and make sure you're doing it properly, because there are certain ways to detox your body so that you don't get sick. Because if you just go in and start taking a detox, it will actually detox your body of all the bad things and the good things. Like it just like kicks it, right? So you need to make sure that you are like upping all of your vitamins in your body before you start this detox. Like you need to take your vitamin B, your vitamin C, your vitamin D, your potassium, your iron, your all this stuff. You need to take it and up your body and get all those levels like high and where they should be at, and then start the detox. So that way when you detox, you still have like good levels of all that stuff in your body and you're not gonna like make yourself sick or give yourself flu-like symptoms, because that absolutely can happen from a detox. And like a lot of people don't know that. And then obviously once you finish the detox, you would take some more vitamins just to up yourself again, whatever. But that's why I suggest not doing it on your own and doing it with like a natural nutritionalist by your side, or doing your own research so you're more educated on this topic before you just jump into the detox, because there can be some repercussions to that if you just do that.
Season, every 3 months you should do a 12-day detox. Every 3 months, every 90 days, do it for at least 12 days. And the reason why I'm saying it is because the whole entire environment is toxic. Think about it. The food is toxic. The air is toxic. The water is toxic. These things we got on our heads right now. Plug EMF frequency. My cell phone, which is in my pocket. You go home, you lay down in your bed, and your head is next to the wall outlets.
I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here, guys, because that is all the clips that I wanted to show you. I really appreciate everybody's time. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. It really, really means a lot to me. Do me a favor and smash the hell out of that like button if you haven't already. And if you're not subscribed to our channel, come on over and join our truth-seeking community. We're waiting for you. Comment your opinions, you know, like, share the video, save the video. I would definitely like share it or save it to yourselves so you have this information and you have these recipes to, you know, make these stuff at home and implement these changes into your life, because I really, really think this was a lot of like useful information in this video. Otherwise I wouldn't have packed so much in here and I wouldn't have made it so long. But I just really, honestly, I couldn't even cut one of them. Like I went over all of them trying to figure out which one could be cut to try and make this any shorter, and I just couldn't. Like they were just all like, mwah, like amazing, chef's kiss. But anyways, I'm gonna jump on out of here. So you guys enjoy the rest of your day, or, you know, and have a good night or have a beautiful morning, whatever time of the day this video finds you at. And be careful what you're eating and consuming, and like pay attention on your next grocery trip. Please. Word of advice from Katie to you, pay attention. Be aware of what you're consuming, because USDA cannot be trusted. Neither can any other alphabet government agency. I'm just saying. But anyways, until next time, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye!
Bye.